for everybody. Good evening, everybody. I appreciate you for coming. My name is Kotspar Ejafebe, and I'm a Forex trader. To the glory of God, I'm a life coach. So what I do is I teach people how to trade in the financial markets so that they can be able to benefit what we traders are benefiting every day. And I want to say this, that if you are here today, I'm so happy that you are here because what you'll be benefiting from this training is going to be awesome. Awesome in the sense that you'll be learning a lot of things in this particular training. And please, I'll beg you for something. For the very minutes we'll be spending here, I would advise that you start from the beginning and follow me through to the end of the class because I'll be giving out vital information. Now, let me start. I've told you previously, my name is Gospai Jafegbe. Now, let me tell you what we'll be doing here. We actually have 4 days for this training. I repeat, we have 4 days for this training. Day 1, we are going to be going into introduction to Forex market. We're looking into exchange rates. We're talking about fundamental analysis, so on and so forth. I will tell you all the aspects of Forex. Now, the reason why I always like to start from the basics of my training is because for the sake of those who are new to it, probably there are some people who have no idea about Forex. They will love to have a good insight of what it is. Now, after that, day 2. Day 2 is a day I don't advise anybody to miss because we'll be having pure practicals. Pure practicals in day 2. Oh, thank you very much, Mr. Abdullahi. Thank you. I appreciate it. So, day 2, we're having real practicals. So, we'll be talking about pips, lots, leverage, brokers, platforms and charting softwares, types of traders. And we'll be talking about robots and a whole lot of things you can use to embark on this trading journey. Day 3. If you have watched what I've said, I started from the simplest. I'm going into the deeper aspect of it. Day 3. Day 3 is the day of trading management. We are going to be starting trading management from day 3. What are trading management? We'll talk about partial closing, trade stopping, twin trading, edging, or triple trading, so on and so forth. Setting up MetaTrader 4 and 5. Buy stop and sell stop. Buy limits and sell limits. We'll talk about a lot of things day 3. Day 3 is practical. I will even advise that on day 3, somebody should just come on here with MetaTrader 4 for me to do re-analysis on. Day 4. Day 4. Day 4 is the sweetest of all. I am going to show you how to news trade. I'm going to show you how to do technical analysis. In fact, that day, a student of mine that have graduated from my advanced class will come and talk about his experience. Are you with me? So we are going to do deeper analysis with the trading indicators. We'll look into it and dive into it. So thank you so much. So without wasting much time, let's just go straight to the point. What am I starting with? I'm starting with Forex. Like I said, I'll start with the introduction. Now, what's Forex? Forex refers to as foreign exchange and is the largest financial market where currencies are both sold and exchanged for one another. And unlike the stock market, it has no centralized exchange and transactions are performed over the counter. Now, let me say something. Forex is just like trade and barter. It's just like an exchange. It's just like, for instance, I want to buy a television set. I have to have my Naira since I'm in Nigeria. So since I'm in Nigeria, what do? I exchange my Naira to the television set. That's exactly what Forex is all about. Are you with me? And if you look at it so much, virtually many people trade it. But the truth about it is, if you don't have a deeper knowledge of it, you can never enjoy the market. Like as I am. With the extent I've reached, I enjoy the market in 2 ways. I enjoy it from my own account and from commissions. Meaning, even if I don't decide not to trade or I'm way too busy to trade in a day, my commission account is fetching me something. Are you with me? So you will earn something. And look at what is happening in the market today. Hey, we know that dollars is going spiking in the market with real seriousness. Are you with me? It's so spiking seriously that it's going crazy by the day. So everybody will like to benefit from this and have a feel of how it is. Now, it is one of the most actively traded markets in the world with an average daily volume of $5 trillion. Now, Every day in the financial institute, $5 trillion is being dropped. But guess what? You can't just pick the $5 trillion. You have to work for it. Are you with me? But Warren Buffett once said, he said the financial market is a place where the traders who are not so skilled lose their money. Then the skilled traders come in and pick up the money from their own skills. That's Warren Buffett's statement. I mean, so in other words, you must be highly skilled in order to trade. I have a whole lot of people that, as a result of rush, I want to make one, I want to make one. They jump in. I know somebody in a day. This thing happened last week. In a day, 1 week, the person used what they call it to lose his own account with $150. Are you with me? $150 in a day, somebody lost it. Why? Because the person did not have a good knowledge of leverage. The person does not have a good knowledge of um um what they call it again. Okay, leverage, exactly. I'm correct. Doesn't have a good, you don't even know the right lot size to use. You don't jump in and but I can assure you, if you are consistent with this training, you're going to have a good knowledge of all these things. Are you with me? So let's proceed. We said five. Now it is done 4:45. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It is actually done at 2:45 a week, meaning that it is traded from Mondays to Fridays. Are you with me? It is traded from Mondays to Friday. Now, when it's traded from Mondays to Fridays, we all trade the market. But once it's Saturday, Sunday, you can trade. As a matter of fact, it gets stocks on Friday. The market gets still. So weekend gap comes into it. I'll talk about weekend gap. When you're consistent with me, I'll show you, I'll teach you about weekend gap. Now, there are two images I would like to show you. The images are on my screen, and that is the bull and the bear. Look at my screen very well. You have the bull and the bear. The bull is a symbol of what? The bull is a symbol of what? Buy. And the bear is a symbol of what? Sell. The financial market is just like this. Now, let me say something tonight. The reason why the bull and the bear fight is that if you are consistent to the chart, the blue candle always go up and the red candle always come down, meaning that the market is kind of reversed. Are you with me? Meaning that what? The market is in opposition to itself. So this is exactly what happens. But if you make a wrong decision, you will regret it. So it's better for you to sit down, think of a good decision to use to trade in the financial market. I even advise people, if you have naira and you don't even know how you trade, you can keep your money in the financial market because naira is spiking up and you'll be getting your profit. That's a profit on its own. Are you with me? So that's that. Now, who trades Forex? The major body that trades Forex are the central bank. An example of the central bank is European Central Bank, Central Bank of Nigeria, Bank of England, Bank of Canada, and Bank of America. These are the bodies that trade. Now, for some of us that trade there, if you notice sometimes there will be a big drift in the market. That drift is happening as a result of what? The droppage of money in the central bank. That's why, if you have observed very carefully, whenever there is a serious move in the market, a news always back it up. Are you with me? A news will always back it up. Maybe probably dollar spiked up based on the decision that was made in the house, so and so. So all those things, they usually what? They result to a serious spike in the market. Are you with me? Who else trade forex? The commercial banks. The commercial banks are EcoBank, Keystone Bank, all these local banks we use. Now, all these banks are sub-affiliates. They are sub-affiliates such that they work with this central bank so that we trade. Who else trade this market? They are the investment managers and hedge funds and international corporations. We have some firms that will tell you that bring so and so amount. Are you with me? Bring so and so amount and come and trade. And you have a certain commission from it. So all these, they all trade the financial market. Who is the last set of people that trade the financial market? The individual investors. Who are the individual investors? The individual investors are you and I. You and I, we can trade the market in those days. I don't have the asset. I didn't even know what Forex is then because I remember as of 2007, what I bought then was shares. Are you with me? What I did then was what? Shares. So that's exactly what I bought. And later, Bitcoin came into existence and the financial markets and gold, they now started draining. Then people started profiting from all these things. Let me tell you something today. The best work you can ever do, I still tell my students, the best work you can ever do is trading. COVID, coronavirus, look at what happened. The only business that existed was trading. In fact, that time people made a lot of money because trainings were going on, people were at home, people were skilled. I also learned new skills that period. Are you with me? Trainings were people were skilled and people wanted to learn to sit down and make money. Importation was dead. Offices, except remote jobs, were not working. But this was still work. What is your job? You are sitting, you are just pressing your phone, and you are making it. So that's that. Now, I will send the material to the group that will guide you people. I promise you on that. I will send the material. And I want to say something that I'll be dropping this video on my YouTube channel. Please subscribe on my YouTube channel. When you subscribe on my YouTube channel, there's every tendency that you get more likely videos that I'll be posting. And that is if you subscribe, you're helping me, and as well, you gain more knowledge. Now, what's the next thing? The next thing is currency. What is a currency? A currency is a fiat a country spends. What is a fiat? A fiat is a note, like naira. Naira is a fiat. Dollar is a fiat. Then you have yen. Yen is a fiat. These are the currencies we spend in our various countries. But currency is split into two parts. And the two parts the currencies are split into are one, the base currency and the quote currency. Are you with me? The base currency and the quote currency. Now listen, the base currency is the first listed pair that you see. The first listed currency of a currency pair. Now let's go to my screen. We all know technically that if I have Euro USD, if I have Euro USD, you see this first one you see. This one is the base currency. You see this other one you see. This other one you see is called the quote currency. Are you there? This other one you see is called the quote currency. Now, this base currency is the first listed currency pair, and decisions differs. For instance, let's say news comes up, they said euro spikes up in the market. When you hear euro spikes up in the market, what does that mean? It means that euro will virtually go on a buy. If euro goes on a buy, what do you think will happen to USD? USD will go down as a sell. So it means euro has the upper edge compared to USD. But in this same news, let's say news comes. So in this case, what do? You enter this market as a buy. Are you with me? You enter this market as a buy. Now for USD, let's say USD is stronger than euro. In that case, because euro was the first listed currency pair and USD is the quote, which is the second listed currency pair, you enter that market as a sell. Let me give you a very good example. You know, NFP. For some of us who trade, we know what NFP is, and if you don't trade, there's no problem. NFP is simply called non-farm payroll, and it's actually statistics that is given out by the United States that predicts the employment rate that comes into the country. Are you with me? Now, I have always noticed something about the NFP. The NFP has always been at a very good advantage all the time, meaning that USD will go on a buy on a great advantage. So if you are trading GPP USD, it is right for you to go on a sell. If you are trading USD card, it is right for you to go for what? For a buy. Are you with me? So that's that. Let's talk about exchange rate. Exchange rate is the rate at which one currency will be exchanged for another. It's also regarded as the value of one country's currency in relation to another currency. Now, when a country's currency is strong, we buy. And when it's down, of course, you go on the sell. Now, let me explain this part. Let's say, for instance, United States is having a crisis. You agree with me that nobody goes into United States to do any business. When COVID was up and down, No, but people are thinking about saving their lives, not even traveling around. Even so, many borders were closed. Many borders were closed so that you don't come and infect the people that are not infected. Are you with me? So what am I saying in essence? If a country's economy future outlook is good, there's every tendency that more business and more things will come into that country. Are you with me? Business rates in that country will go very, very well. And so, in this case, because if a country is down, there is nobody who is going there to invest. For instance, I said Toyota spare parts. I'm just citing that as an example. And I decide that okay, I want to travel to Japan to get spare parts myself rather. And when I get to Japan, what happens? I get there, I will have to convert my money in yen because in Japan nobody spends naira. So when I get to Japan, I take my billion yen and deposit. Take it or leave it. I will definitely move the market. Why? Because a huge deposit has been moved. I remember when I was a beginner in this business, my boss, my mentor will tell me then that the big guns are in the market. I was always wondering, what's mean big guns? Doesn't mean they are shooting guns in the market. But I later made to understand that people have come in and they've made huge deposits in the financial markets. Are you with me? So that is exactly how that works. Now, for the exchange rate, I'm just going to cite a very good example here. And this is what I'll do. I'll come here. If, for instance, I have GPP USD, I have GPP USD, and let's say GPP USD, then let's say this rate. Then let's say, this rate, GPP is 600. I know GPP can never be 600. I'm just assuming. Let me just say GPP is 800. Then let's say a dollar is 600. You agree with me that 8 800 divided by 600. Please do your mathematics on your own side. 800 divided by 600, I think that's 1.333. That's 1.333. Please, if there's any mathematics that is done here that is not so accurate, please don't blame us. You understand? We are just citing examples so you should understand. So let's say GPP increased by 900. It's increased by 100. 900 divided by 600. 900 divided by 600, that will give you 1.5. 1.50. Now, 1.50 is a very good example that there have been an increment as a result of what? GPP. Do you understand? 1.50 is a very good example that there have been an increment as a result of GPP. Now, what if somebody calls me and said that, Mr. Gosper, there's a droppage in the financial market too. It seems like GPP has gone to 400. Just citing an example. Let's say GPP is 400. Remember, I'm not saying USD will not alternate to, but my major concern here is GPP USD. Take note. 400 divided by 600. 400 divided by 600, mathematically, that is 0.67. So, what this indicates is this is a symbol of buy, while this is a symbol of what? Sell. I repeat, this is a symbol of buy, while this is a symbol of what? Sell. You get it? So that's exactly what happens when it comes to buying and selling in the financial markets. And that is why, for some of us who have played very well with TradingView, you will see that the numbers are increasing upwards, the numbers are coming downwards. That is based on pips and the movement. But don't worry, if you are available tomorrow, I'll talk about pips. I promise you on that. So let's continue, please. For some of us who are having problems connecting, please, I promise you, I will send the recorded video on my YouTube channel and you can as well watch it from there. Sorry about that. Network does not respect anybody. Network does not respect anybody. Whether you are using 10G, 15G, it can affect anybody. Now, the next one I'll talk about here is fundamental and technical analysis. What fundamental? This is a way of looking at the forex market by analyzing economic, social, and political forces that may affect currency price. Are you with me? Now, listen. Fundamental analysis is just about news trading. I have a friend that trades the news. That's why, if you are consistent with my training, there are some technical symbols I will show you that know how you profit in the market. There are some technical symbols I'll show you, know how you profit in the market. Now, so example of technical tools you can use are investing.com. I'll talk about that in day 4. Another one is myfxbook.com. Another one is Forex Factory. Those are the tools you can use. Now, listen, you have to be very, very careful when trading fundamental analysis. Are you with me? You have to be very, very careful when trading fundamental analysis. Because when you trade fundamental analysis, it's a strong decision. So if you make a drastic bad move, you might not really get it right. Are you with me? So fundamental analysis is more of what? Handling, and it's a way whereby the idea behind this is the type of analysis is that if a country's current or future economic outlook is good, its currency should strengthen. The better shape a country economy is, the more foreign businesses and investors will invest in that country. Are you with me? So if that's what relates to the news, investors come into the market to invest, so it affects the market. But technical analysis, that's what me I do more. I'm not saying I don't do technical and fundamental, but to be very candid, I do more technical. So technical analysis is the study of price pattern on a particular asset by using tools like Fibonacci retracement, by using trend lines and using moving average, MACD, and RSI to analyze the market. So a technical analyst is somebody that sits with the financial market and goes to TradingView and predicts, okay, if I use support and resistance, will I win? See, let me tell you something. I'm not saying those things don't win, but I can assure you that if you are so consistent with my training, I will show you some things that will make you win more in the financial markets. Are you with me? I'm going to show you some things that will definitely what? Make you win more in the financial markets. Now, the last one for today is sentimental analysis. Who is a sentimental analyst? A sentimental analyst is somebody who uses people's prediction to predict his trade. I have a lot of friends on investing.com, both white, black, all of them, they are there. I mean, I'm talking about traders that spend 25 years experience. Now, these people will say, oh, GBP going on a buy today, and this is exactly what will happen. GBP will go on a sell, and this is exactly what will happen. Are you with me? So all these ones, they predict the financial market, and they can tell, okay, this situation goes like this, and this situation doesn't go like this. But I tell you something tonight. It is not always good to depend on people's prediction. You can use your own prediction to win the financial market. Are you with me? You can use your prediction to win the financial market. You don't need to rely on somebody's strategy to win. Are you with me? I used to be like that, yes. But at the time, even there will be a way you'll be good in this business. You might not really need your mentor. I've not spoken to my mentor about Forex for the past 3 years. That's because I've gotten a strategy that works for me. I'm not trapped in the market. I can always sort myself out. Are you with me? So that's that about Forex trading. Now, before I permit questions, I just want to say something. Please, if you are here I know you people watch YouTube videos very well. If you are here and you think Forex is something you use to make one sharp money, like you put in $20 in a day, you make $300, please, I will advise you exit yourself from my group. I will never teach you a wrong pattern. I will teach you the way I learned. Are you with me? So if you are here, you think Forex is what you win to make one sharp money to go and build your house or to pay the school fees that is coming up next time September, you are making a big mistake. I never learned like that. It is from my mistakes I encountered that I used in helping myself to this moment and to become a mentor online. If I don't have a strategy that works, if I don't have something good to teach you, I will not host you online. I will not run a Facebook advert. Are you with me? Like, I am the one who run my advert. I don't pay people to do it. It's a skill I learned on my own. I also teach people how to run adverts too. Are you with me? So, thank you very much. I want to permit questions because we are through with today's class. Is there anybody who have any questions based on what I've said so far? Like I said, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and also I'll drop the PDF so that you can enjoy. Is there any question for me in the house? Is there any question for me in the house? Please feel free to unmute yourself and ask your questions. Is there any question for me? Okay. Mr. Marvin.
Sir, I have a question.
Okay, welcome, sir. Yes, I'm with you, sir.
Yes. Under the fundamental analysis.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, where can we get the website where we can look up for this news of the economy?
Okay, God bless you, sir. Under fundamental analysis, you can use www.investing.com and you can use www.myfxbook.com. Are you with me? But I can tell you, sir, from experience, both of them are very unique. In fact, do you know that on investing.com, you can also predict when to enter the market as a buy, and you can also predict when to enter the market as a sell. But you have to back it up with a technical analysis. If you come for my training for day 4, I will show you everything. You just be consistent. Okay. Don't miss any day. Because if you miss day 2, I might link day 2 to day 4. If you miss, in fact, that day 3 is even more serious. Because I will use one of your phone here to teach the class. Don't worry. There's a way I will connect it here. I'll just say start this, and I'll connect it. I hope I've answered your question, sir. I can even type it here on the message box. Yeah. Go on, Sam, with you, sir.
I have a question.
Okay, sir.
Between fundamental analysis and technical analysis, which is more important?
You just asked me a very good and strong question. Hello, sir. Between fundamental and technical analysis, no one is better. I will tell you why. It's just like somebody. Maybe I should mute you. I'm hearing some background instead. It's just like somebody who wants to build a house and you use a weak foundation. What happens to the house later in some time? It collapses. It's just like somebody who had a good foundation, and what happens to the roof? The roof is not good. When a very big storm comes, what happens? It pulls your roof. Sir, the best way to enjoy this market, please mark my statement today. The best way to enjoy this market is to combine both fundamental and technical analysis. I will show you on day 4. I've given you virtually all the expos. I will show you on day 4. The best way to enjoy this market is to combine the 2 of them. Please, for the man that asked for the website for the fundamental analysis, check the message inbox. I don't know, Mr. Marvins, have you seen it? I've dropped it there.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, sir. You can just click on it and play with it. You will see it there. You understand? The best way is to trade 2 of them. So, Mr. Aliyu, is my response to your question clear, sir?
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. I really understood, and we appreciate what you have imparted on us today. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. I appreciate you. I also want to say a very, very big thank you to all of you that came. You guys made my day. Just imagine me running adverts and at the end of the day, nobody's coming. I mean, it could be discouraging. But you took your time, despite your busy schedule, to come down here because you want to gain knowledge. You want to gain a skill. Thank you so much. I do really appreciate. I do really appreciate. Yeah. And guess what? After this beginners class, if at the end of the day you go into the advanced class, there will be an advanced class that will go for 2 weeks. This beginners class will go for 4 days. If you go into the advanced class, I promise you to give you a free training on Facebook adverts. I promise you to give you free training on Facebook ads, a detailed Facebook training on how to make very good money on Facebook adverts. I promise you on that. Thank you very much. Is there any question for me before I go, please? Is there any question again? Is there any question for me? Thank you very much. Is there any question for me? So if there's no question, okay, is there any question?
As please don't forget about the YouTube link.
No, I will not forget. I will not forget about it. I will not. Thank you very much. And please, when you watch that video, don't forget to subscribe, please. Don't forget to subscribe.
All right.
Thank you very much. God bless you. And see you tomorrow, 8 p.m. Please, I will appreciate if everybody's available tomorrow, 8 p.m. Bye-bye. Good night. Good night, everybody. Good night, Mr. Marvis, Mr. Lucky. Good night, Mr. Daniel, Mr. Hasse, Mr. Aliyu. Mr. Aliyu, I believe you are from the north, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, where exactly, sir?
Niger State.
Niger. Okay, thank you so much, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Welcome,
Good
sir.
night, everybody. Yeah, good night.
Thank you.
Yeah, bye.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Bye bye.